So this is not an off-the-cuff story whatsoever. I felt so horrible about this story for so long. And you know what? Huge credit goes to my husband for helping me out with this for years. I had this horrible evening. And I was just going to go have a nice time at this gathering. And I just ended up having this horrible evening. And my husband's response to it when he heard about how I felt and what actually went on, he was like, honey, you were the queen of the night. Those black girls were just salty. Yeah, so anyway, I feel a lot better about it now. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to tell this story. I hadn't entered personally. I hadn't entered the age of the MILF because I just didn't feel it at the time, obviously. Even if I was, at least to my husband or somebody else, but I didn't feel it. But so anyway, it was this gathering, and I had my boy, and my boy is he's the fourth one. And I just had him. I think he was like a year old, maybe less. And I was invited to a nice restaurant and a nice gathering. And I thought, you know what? Here's an opportunity to get dressed up. You know, I'm a very dedicated mom. But I like, get dressed up, go out, have a drink. And I will say, one good memory is I went in there. When I arrived, one of the guests buys me, one of the male guests buys me and my husband a drink. My husband said, hey, if I want to save money, if I want to save money, I just bring you along. Anyway, so I was like, I'm gonna get dressed up, and I even bought a nice outfit for it because I didn't have anything. I bought a purse because I didn't have. I've been a mom for years, you know, a stay-at-home mom, and I just didn't have much. So I just I bought a nice outfit and I bought a purse, to go with it, and I had some heels and some nice earrings, and I arrived, and I go to the bathroom, and one of the guests, or the one of the hosts, she sees me in the bathroom, and there's some black girls in there who are guests of the party, and they're all like probably between 8 and 15 years younger than me. I don't think a lot of them had kids, and at the time, so I think I was 28 or 29 at the time, and she goes to introduce me to one of the black girls. And she says, this is Anshin, and this is so-and-so. And I go to say hi, and the black girl just turns her face the other way. and then my friend, the host, is like, she looks at me and she goes, that was so weird. I am so sorry about that. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, I go back out, and you know, just, you're passing people, and you kind of, you know, you rent a little area in the restaurant, so we're all kind of clustered in there, and there's a buffet, and so I'm walking around a little bit, or going to the buffet, and I'm passing these black girls, and they are just, I'm passing them multiple times during the party. Thank God my husband was there. Thank God, you know, I was partnered with him, and there were a couple other people I knew, and the nice guy who bought us a drink, because the black girls who dominated this party, the young ones, they just ignored me the entire time. One of them, and we were there for hours, one of them gives me a smile, and she looks like she was trying to smile with throw up in her mouth. And then one of the guests, and my husband, you know, I knew this woman for years. My husband knew her all his life, and she's got a few in her, and she's an old white lady, and she's known me for years, and she goes, I didn't know you were so beautiful. And she's like staring at me. And I'm like, thanks. I'm a gracious person, a very polite person. And I'm like, thanks. And my husband's like, oh, honey, that's just from lack of intelligence. That was a compliment. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to park myself at this table with a couple of people that I know. And I'm just going to stay there because I feel awkward as fuck at this party. And I'm just sitting there with my husband, and we're chatting away with some people we know. And a black dude comes over from the party, a young black dude, and he says hi. He says hi to every single one of the people at the table and deliberately skips over me. I was like, I am having a horrible time. And there's something about entering the age of the MILF. You just know. There's nothing to feel bad about there, Anshin. That was a delicious black girl salt mine.